Hey Scorpio, so we're going to be doing a general reading for you guys. I think I'm just going to be doing a Celtic cross, at least to start with. We could always end up discovering something that makes me want to change it along the way. This will be a general reading, so leave what am I saying? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Um, don't try to force anything, basically. Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you, and that's cool, you know? And if your sun sign doesn't resonate for you, feel free to check out any of your other personal placements, your moon, rising, Mars, Venus, Mercury. I just find that some readers that I like to watch that do general readings get just tend to pick up different placements for me. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I think that's your introduction. Is that everything? If you guys like the video, please show the channel some support and like the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Anyway, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so this reading kind of has a vibe of, um, so we have temperance in the middle, right? And then we have Nine of Cups crossing it, and we have strength as your motives. We have Page of Cups and the past so far. So water signs, Sagittarius, Leo, could be dealing with those. You don't have to be, but it just kind of seems like whether this be a relationship, whether this just be in life, whether this, I'm kind of leaning on relationship with the cup energy, but, and that kind of tends to be the direction readings go for people. But this could be a balance in a workplace as well. So, take it as it resonates. Um, it just kind of feels like trying to find the peace and harmony within a relationship with somebody, whatever that relationship is, just kind of looks like if they get their way, you lose your way. Like, it's not two people coming together and both winning. It's like someone has to lose for some reason. And someone has to be emotionally drained. Um, someone has to lose their emotional stability, their emotional contentment, their happiness. Like they have to lose a piece of joy for this to work. And I feel like you're just kind of like, I really don't want to do this because I feel like if it's going to work, it's going to work. And if it's not, it's not. I don't really, with the strength card, maybe you are trying to force it to work, but the strength typically is like it's not a show of force. So I think you're just like, well, if this isn't going to work, we'll just go somewhere that it will work because, like, we don't have to force it. And it seems like trying to like you're I think you're in the process of trying to come together and reach an understanding, trying to find a way to find a balance in this relationship. And I think right now what it's looking like is that um one of you ends up not happy with the results. And in the past, I think every time a conversation comes up like this, like someone tries to woo you, someone tries to sweep you off your feet, and there's this energy. When I'm saying that, I feel like you're not falling for it this time. Like you're just like, no, not this time. Like stick to what I'm saying here. Let's not get swept up in the romance and the passion. Like, oh, that's sweet, but no, no, no. This is a problem. Let's stick to it. That kind of feels like the energy that you're going through right now because you really want a strong connection. You really want to have a lot of fun. You want that strong romance. You want that passion. You want someone, you want to be somewhere where you feel alive, right? If, and you don't want that fire to be extinguished, but it's like, is it going to be here? Because trying to work it out, is it working? I don't know. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Don't have to be, but that would be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I already said both Leo and Sagittarius, so we're really just adding Aries to the mix. But did I flip a card? I think I flipped a card. Oh, sorry, I meant to pause this while I shuffle. I know the tables. I need to get a better table. It's kind of shaky. But let's see. Yeah, let's just go. Now I'm thinking about that. I'm gonna go ahead and pause while I get more cards. So, kind of seems like there's different paths here. I don't know. Sorry, I was looking at the outcome. I'm like, well, I could see that a couple different ways. That's my thing. So with the Eight of Cups being in the um, near future position, I think you're about to walk away from this. I think being in this energy, well, they may possibly be the one that walks away, but since I'm in your energy, I think you may. It kind of seems like you're already considering walking away from this, and honestly, like your approach, I think you're considering what is going to make you the happiest, right? What is going to make you the happiest, and not trying. It feels like you're not trying to attach too strongly to an outcome or to a person, or you're not trying to get your hopes too high for one thing. Um, it kind of feels like your hopes are general instead of specific. So, let's say this is romantic. You're hoping for an amazing relationship instead of just generally, instead of hoping that this person will be your amazing relationship. It seems like that's the approach you're trying to take. And with the Emperor being in your environment, I'm kind of like, there could be some of you this energy in your environment. Now, that's Aries energy. Doesn't have to be an Aries, but it could be someone controlling, kind of just being like, this isn't how we do things. No, you know, this isn't going to get you what you want. It's kind of that energy. Or it could be someone that is, instead of trying to control you, it could be someone providing stability in some way or form, or someone who maybe has been around the block, and has experienced the things you've gone through and has just a little bit of wisdom that they can impart on you, and just it can just kind of give you a little information of how it went down for them, basically. So I think in your hopes and fears with the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords, Gemini energy, by the way, it's like, I think you're hoping to see this logically, and you want to remain kind of detached from the outcome. You're hoping not to get hurt, basically, but you're a little afraid that once everything sets in, that you're going to end up feeling betrayed, that this isn't, that they didn't want to put in the work, that it just couldn't work between you two. So in the outcome, seeing this a couple different ways. Now, you may end up staying in this situation, even though near future have the Eight of Cups. Or maybe this gets you to a point of being down. I don't know if that's it, though, because you have a lot of optimism in your reading. So I don't know if that's quite it. I'm questioning that take, to be honest. Because the Five of Cups is a little bit of sadness over loss, is grieving. So maybe you do take time to grieve over this. Yeah, that might be the take. You take time to grieve over this because it's going to happen. You will get in your feelings a little bit, because it will happen. But when you make this decision, like, I don't think you'll be able to completely detach, because you did have feelings here, right? But at the end of the day, it's going to put you in the Magician energy again, where you're ready to go out and explore, where you're ready to manifest your outcomes, where you're excited again, where you are hoping for the positive outcome where you feel empowered because you know what, this didn't work out, and you felt strong enough to say no and not stay in that relationship that wasn't working for you anymore because you knew you had to get out of it to go somewhere that would work for you. So now you're focusing on what you want to bring in and how you can make that happen, and maybe even having some new experiences along the way, right? Could be dealing with a Gemini or Virgo, but don't have to be. And I think that's the energy of where it is. I think if you are already in the energy of you're about to let this go because it's just not going to work, right? And like this reading's resonating for you, I don't think you're going to be able to avoid any sadness. I think it's just going to happen, right? But I do think it's going to put you in a good position to be able to focus on your needs, what you want, and not stay somewhere that just really isn't any good for you, that makes you miserable, and you can move on to better things, right? Um, yeah, I think that's it. I think that may be all you guys need to hear. I don't really feel like I need to pull anything else. Okay. So hopefully this resonated for you and helped you if it did. And you guys have a great night.